We are here. This is Liz Ronick with Misfit Boss TV, and I have the amazing Keisha and Dale from People Magazine. They are so awesome. We were all on half their size, and we have joined together to, well, really, we just want to see each other's face, but we wanted to share some knowledge with y'all too. So I want to go ahead and introduce you guys. Keisha and Dale, you guys have the floor. Whoever wants to go first, I want you to share with us all of your awesomeness and what you're working on now.
Hi, well, I'm the baby. I'm going to go first, Keisha.
Okay, go ahead, honey.
So I'm Dale. I am from Houston, Texas, and I met these awesome ladies, like Liz said, during People Magazine, half their size. I am a mom of 5. I am currently a registrar at a middle school, and obviously I'm off now, so I am getting paid to basically keep everybody calm at my school. And I am also the owner of Be Her Now. It's a program for women to remind us to be the women that God created us to be, and whether that be through healthy mind, body, and spirit. And so I do virtual training, I do online classes, and once this whole quarantine thing is over with, we'll start back with our Be Her Now group training classes. So that's me.
Awesome. Now, if people want to find you and find Be Her Now, where should they go?
So they should go to behernow.com. That's BEE, to be the queen bees that we are. So beehernow.com, or they can catch me on Instagram at Queen Dales.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And I will make sure to put that in the notes. Question for you, Dale.
Yeah.
How did People Magazine find you?
Well, they found me. I'm sorry, I saw something in my phone. They saw me on Instagram at Queen Dales, and I got a message from Julie, the editor or the writer of the article that we were all featured in, and I got a message from her, and I got it from her People page and not her personal page. So I was like, it's blank. There's no picture. There's no name. There just says Julie from People, and so she basically said, "Hi, I'm Julie, and I'm reaching out to you because I want to do an interview about their half their size." I thought it was a joke at first, so she called me the next day and she basically was like, "No, it's really me. I'm from People Magazine." And she said, "We're considering," she never said that it was official. She just said, "We're considering, doing a story on you. Give us a couple of days and I'll get back with you." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." So I was at a play area with my kids maybe 3 days later, and she told me, "Yes, we want to feature you in People. Can you fly next week to New York?" And I'm in this like play area running around in circles, and my kids are like, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" And I told them, they was like, "Oh, okay," and they just walked off. And I think their dad was either with me or on the phone, and he was like so excited because he understood the magnitude. And these elderly white people were there with their grandkids, and I'm like, "Ma'am, guess what?" And she's like, "Yes," and she was excited for me too because she reads People, so everybody was excited at the play area. But that's how I found out about it.
That is awesome. So, question for you: I know you said that you're doing coaching, and you're doing it online. How did you come up with Be Her Now? I know you gave us a little bit of background, but where is it? Like, give us the deep down Dale story because I know you got some deep down, like you are real and you are passionate, and I want to share with everybody how awesome and passionate you are about what you do.
Absolutely. So Be Her Now came about in 2014, January the 2nd. I had a sister named Nikki. I have a sister named Nikki, and Nikki passed away from an aortic dissection. Basically, everybody knows of an aneurysm of the brain. Not a lot of people know about the aneurysm of the aorta. Basically where that vessel burst instantly, and it was led by her hypertension. Her blood pressure got so high to where this vessel, the aorta, was pumping, and it just burst. So she lost blood from the heart to the brain. There was no blood flow. So she died between 8 and 20 seconds. The way I found out about it was I got a phone call to get to the hospital. They just said there was an accident. Something happened to Nikki. Get to the hospital. Wasn't quite sure what type of accident. Get to the hospital. And Nikki, we are told that she's DOA. She was already deceased when she got to the hospital. They bring her into the room where all my family is. We see her. She just looks like she's sleeping. And one of the reasons why I fell in love with Keisha was because she looks so much like my sister, and her demeanor, her personality, her spirit is so much like Nikki. It's crazy. And just the way her hair is and everything, that's how Nikki was. She was just really like simplicity, like, but she was still so beautiful. And so every time I see her, I always smile because she reminds me so much of her. And I just remember Nikki just came in just really simple. She had no makeup on. She was laying in the hospital bed. She just looked like she was asleep. And she had a small smile. She looked so peaceful. And I couldn't believe that she was gone. I'm like, she's really gone. And at that time, I didn't know it. I had reached my heaviest. I was 27. And Nikki, when she died, I had a panic attack. And my dad took me to the hospital the next day after she died. And I was 302 pounds. And that's when I found out. And I was only a mom of 2 at the time. And I never really had a weight struggle until I got married at 20, and I started having children and just being a stay-at-home mom. And it kind of was like not a choice. It was like one person had to work, somebody else had to watch the kids type thing. And he was a great provider as best as he could, but at the same time, I was just miserable. And I didn't want to seem ungrateful for having this person help take care of me and my kids, but I just felt like there's more to life than this. After Nikki died and after I lost the weight, I started Be Her Now because I wanted to remind women that tomorrow isn't promised, and we needed to be the women that we were created to be, like right now. When Nikki died, I didn't wait until like 6 weeks later. After she died, I found out what the cause of death was. That next day, I got a membership at the gym, and that's when I started my journey. So it's just to remind women that you don't have to have all the answers. I didn't know what I was doing in the gym. I got a trainer, which my first trainer was my sister, my younger sister, Deanna. She was my trainer. I got a trainer. I just started walking. I didn't know what to do. I just started moving. I lost 20 pounds just walking every day. And so I want to encourage women, like, you don't have to have the formula. You don't have to have the know-how. You don't have to be a trainer. Just start. Like, if you have a business plan, go for it. If you have, an entrepreneur guide, just do whatever it is that you want to do it. Be the woman God created you to be right now. So be her now. And in the process of creating Be Her Now, so many ups and downs have happened in my life, so many different things, so many unexpected plans. And every time something happens, I remind myself, okay, be her now. Like, you check in right now, check in. So every time something happens, I actually got that tattooed here. My mom was like super spiritual. She's like, why you want to color on yourself? But I'm like, well, I'm glad I on myself because it reminds me every time I look at it to be the woman that God created me to be. So that's how it started.
I love that. And that's so powerful. Thank you for sharing. I love you, and you are beautiful. And Keisha, how did people find you?
People pretty much found me the same way on Instagram.
So how did they reach out to you?
Yeah, Julie reached out to me. She DM'd me. A couple weeks before, actually a few months before, I posted my weight loss journey on Black Women on loseweight.com, which is a online blog about women who post their stories. They share their weight loss stories about their journey and what they went through and how they lost the weight. So I just, posted it, not thinking anything of it. And a few months later, I got that message from Julie in my Instagram. And it's so funny because I went on like a break from social media.
Right.
And I was like, I'm taking like 2 weeks off. Like, I need a break or whatever. And like a week went by and I was like, you know what? I miss Instagram. I miss Facebook. Let me go back on. So literally the day that I went back on, literally the next day was when I received the message from Julie. And I didn't just like sign out. Like I how did it call? Deactivated the page. So had so I would have never gotten that message from Julie, or I don't know, maybe I would have, but she reached out to me the same way. She DM messaged me and I was like, is this for real? Like, is this for real? So like I've got her name and everything, and I did a search on Google.
I didn't look at God. I didn't even know that. I didn't know you had cut off your account. That's crazy.
Because I needed a break. But like we all do every now and then, we need a break from social media to like just, find ourselves and be back to ours and remember who we are. But like I said, a week of the break, I was like, I miss everybody.
So get my fix.
So I went back, and then literally the next day, I got that message from Julie. And that's like I'm a very spiritual person, and I feel like, you know, something was moving me to log back on. And I'm glad I did.
Oh, wow, that's so awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's another reason why we were able to connect so well is just that we have that deep faith, and when you see it in people and you know it's real, it's like an automatic, oh, I can dig that chick. Like, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be cool. So when
For
and I
sure.
felt that immediately when I saw y'all, and so it's just really powerful. It almost makes me want to cry because I just want to hug you and I can't right now. I'm like, oh my
Aw.
God. It's just, we just need to get back together.
Yeah, we just clicked. Like the three of us, we just clicked like automatically.
It was really cool and powerful. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Keisha, I know that you have a lot of stuff going on, but I would love for you to share with us, speaking of Instagram, how I know you have a separate account for
Mm-hmm.
some recipes. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean it's just something that I did to pretty much give people the ideas that, you know, there's other alternatives to eating. Like a lot of people, when you tell them about veganism, they're like, no. But like I just did that page to show people like, look, you can be creative, you can, you know, you can mix it up. You can find dishes that you love now that have like animal products in it, and you can pretty much there's a option for everything. Like instead of eggs, I'll use like garbanzo bean flour and water and mix it up, and I'll season it, and I'll eat it with my vegetables and stuff and make it like a omelet. Like there's options for everything. There's a vegan option for every single thing. And you just gotta be creative. And that's my dad in the background. Crazy.
Aw, here you go.
But yeah, you just gotta be creative, and you know, you can do it. Like I just wanted to show people like, look, there's options out there for you. And you could just try it, and you know, but that's
What
just go ahead.
what's the name of that page?
It's called the Vibrant Spoon. Like my Instagram account is the vibrant, such a vibrant thing. So I made my food page called the Vibrant Spoon. So
Am I just finding out about this? I'm gonna have to like. I'm gonna figure out one.
Girl, you better pull that up real quick.
What was I when
yeah.
this? Y'all know I took that long Instagram break. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, if you look on my Instagram page, like at the top, well, I have another page now, but the page for my food is the Vibrant Spoon.
See it.
Yeah,
Follow.
it's just, you know, for people that are pretty much thinking about trying the vegan thing out, and just seeing that there's options. And
It looks
you know,
good.
if someone had
Your
told
food
me,
looks amazing.
not everything is mine. Sometimes I'll post like other friends' foods that they create, other dishes. But yeah, it's just a way for people to see that, you know, you can try different things. You can mix it up. Like if someone had told me, like said to me, girl, you're gonna be vegan and all this, I would have been like, what? Like, but who would have thought that becoming a vegan would be my path to least resistance? Because I love food. Like I love food, but I still eat the same. Like I still eat a lot. I just eat healthier and cleaner now. Like I found my way to kind of do it. Like I used to always want or say to myself, you know, I just wish I could just eat anything I want and not gain weight. And the lifestyle that I have now, I can pretty much do that because all I eat is like healthy stuff, you know, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and yeah, so it can be done.
I love it, and that's an inspiration. It's not something that I have reached yet to be vegan, but
Mhm.
I like the idea and I like the diversity in recipes, because even if you go and pull a recipe, like your favorite recipe from back in the day, you can go in and make those substitutes and make it healthier, whether it's
Yeah.
vegan or not. So just to be able to see how passionate you are about it and how you can be creative in the kitchen, still make it taste like real food and not like rubber
Right.
cardboard is good.
Rubber cardboard.
I'm telling you, I tried tofu for the first time. The first time I tried it, I cooked it, which was not a good idea because I didn't know how to cook it. I was like, this is horrible. Like I would never consider being a vegan ever. It was ridiculous.
You know what? I don't even eat tofu. I
Yeah.
don't mess with tofu. So what I did, it was funny because I had a conversation with a friend of mine earlier, and she was saying how she was trying the vegan thing out, and she bought the plant-based meats and stuff from the supermarket. And I told her, don't even mess with that stuff, because a lot of times that stuff has, it's processed and it has a lot of chemicals in it, So I told her what to do is take mushrooms, like portobello mushrooms, because it has the same kind of texture as meat. And I told her just to clean the mushrooms and season them, and girl, like just saute them, throw them in a pot with some seasonings, and throw your vegetables in there, and it tastes like meat.
Yeah.
And people come to my house all the time and ask me what I'm cooking. They smell what I'm cooking. They ask me what kind of meat is that, or what are you cooking? What meat? What stew is that? And I'm like, it's no meat. It's all plant-based. I don't cook meat, because all it is really is the seasonings. When you go to the store, you don't just buy the meat and then come home and then grill it or cook it. You add seasonings to it, right? You're not just gonna eat it plain. So you do the same thing with your vegetables. You season it the same way you would season your meats or whatever, and it will taste good, because the seasonings is what brings the food out more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, and I know, like, what is it, eggplant parmesan? Like the first time I had that, I was like, "Where's the freaking meat? Why are you giving me a piece of eggplant and breading it and acting like it's a patty of like chicken or something?"
Mm-hmm.
But it was like a meaty texture.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love
It's
it.
just, it's just changing up a little bit, trying something new. Um,
So, Keisha, am I hearing a Vibrant Spoon cookbook?
You better put that out there, Dale.
No, I was thinking about it. I don't know. I'm gonna see what happens. I was really
like
thinking
an
about it.
ebook, friend, like an ebook, and just
Yeah.
that way you don't have to publish and things like that. And everybody does everything on their phones nowadays, and so especially when we're cooking, grab that phone. I would be the first person to try it.
Hello.
Oh, thank you. Because everybody has.
I'm sorry. I remember when we went to my cousin and I came to Miami, like right after I had the baby before I went back to work. And I remember calling you going, okay, we want to go eat. In my mind, I'm like, we got to find a vegan restaurant for Keisha because she has that. And you're like, no, go wherever you want. Like, and my dumb stuff is the steakhouse. Like, and like,
No,
Keisha's like, that's
good.
Yeah, and you had the hummus and the bread, the pita and everything, and I thought that was so dope. And you were like, y'all should try it, and we tried it, and it was good. But I think the part that I loved the most was how you didn't waver away from what you know. You still found what you know and what you love, but you were at like I said, a steakhouse, and you still were able to find something that worked for you.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Yeah, because I'm not picky. I'm not gonna, I really don't go out that much. I really prepare everything at home myself. But when I do go out, like, the world is changing. A lot of restaurants are offering more and more vegan options, so it's becoming a little bit more easier. But if not, I would have just had like a salad or whatever, and just ate again when I went home. I would have made it.
I tell you about the time we went out to eat, and she ordered a salad. How about I saw this thing on the menu that I had never tried, and I was like, well, you know what? I haven't tried it, and you only live YOLO, right? I was like, okay, I'm gonna order the motherfucking octopus. And she looked at me, and I was like, oh. She go, I'm gonna take the salad.
Judge me not.
Dude, that octopus was on point. But the way she looked at me, she was like, oh my gosh, and you're sitting next to me? I was like, I'm sorry. But it
I
was
forgot about that. Yeah.
the
Oh my
way
God.
Rita looked at me, I was like, oh my gosh. Because she's like, make sure there's no cheese, no nothing on there with, and I was like, give me the friggin' octopus.
Yeah, when I was around, I was like, my apologies. Don't judge me for this steak.
Right, right. I mean, and she does it. I mean, she's amazing. But
Yeah, no, I'm cool. Because I just let people. It's your life. It's your I let people. I'm not one of those crazy vegans that try to like force my beliefs down people's throat. No, if you want to do that, you do that. You do that. Whatever. That's fine with you. But I'm just all for. If you like it, I love it. But I'm really not gonna eat it. But hey, I just do my thing and eat my stuff. But
I think that's what the inspiration is, though. Like, that's what makes you an inspiration, is because you're not forcing anybody. I just want to inspire people to be better. And so
right.
that's why people gravitate to you, is because I'm not judging your walk or your journey, but I want you to be better. So if that means you just see me be better, then that's what I'll do. So I think kudos to you for that, because that's how it's
Oh,
supposed to
thank you. Yeah, really, because
be.
everything in our life, we all get to make our own choices and decision. If what works for me may not work for the next person, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna like be like, okay, you need to do this or do. That's what a lot of it kind of irritates me a little bit when I see people like they call it woke or whatever, and then they feel like they gotta like put somebody down just to get to their point, and it's like, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. We all are here trying to live our life and do our thing. We all have our own ways, and we're all on our own journey. What works for me, like I said, may not work for the next person. You got to figure out what works for you. And I always tell people, you don't even have to be vegan. I'm a vegan, and I tell people, you don't have to be a vegan. Just figure out what works for you, and you will never know until you try. Like, just try. If it don't work, don't do it.
Right.
If it works, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to try.
and I think that's really powerful about both of y'all, because y'all have had success, and it's not people that you meet, you just meet them where they are. It's not like you feel like you're better than them. It's not like you need to force something onto them. You just meet them where they are, and you love them where they are. And I think that's one of the things, just another thing that makes you guys so awesome. It's just real comforting to be around people that are just accepting. Like, you don't have to level up. You don't, like, of course you're gonna support people when they're along their journey, but y'all are just like, it's okay where you are. Like, I'm here with you where you are, and if we want to walk together to where we're going, that's fine.
Yes, absolutely.
I think that that's something that the magazine was really helpful with, because you remember when it came out with the second edition, which was like the whole half their size edition, and we were all like featured in the second. I think the thing about that I love, it was like hundreds of people's different journeys and hundreds of people's different stories, and you can just read, and if your heart speaks to that person, then follow that journey. But everybody's journey is so different. And I tell people this all the time. I think we had somebody with Nutrisystem there, somebody with Jenny Craig or Weight Watchers. Like, all these programs work. You just have to work the program. Being a vegan, working out works. I know, Liz, you did some bodybuilding before. It looked freaking amazing. Like, all of this stuff works. You just have to find what works for you. And once I found what works for me, which was portion control and a high protein veggie diet, like, that's what worked for me, and that's what I wanted to stick to. So I always tell people, like, I don't judge anybody that wants to do it. Works. Atkins works. It all works. But then you have to also ask yourself, can I be committed to this? Like, can I see myself doing this long term? Right. Can I see myself, doing, especially like, so the biggest craze now is keto, right? So everybody is like, I want to do keto. I want to go keto. Are you keto? I'm not keto. I'm not keto. Okay. So I get it. The problem with that is that, can you do this for the rest of your life?
Right.
If you can, more power to you. I can't.
Mm-mm.
I'm not going to, put myself in that position to do it. So I don't judge anybody that does it. I just know it's not for me.
So you tried it? You both tried keto?
I haven't done keto. I've had clients that have done it, and I'm like, yo, if this is what you want to do right now, I will support you. But just remember, eventually you might want a piece of bread.
Yep.
Wait, so you can't eat bread on a keto diet?
No, you can't have carbs.
Carbs.
Mm.
And
Wow.
all carbs are bad. It's like,
Right.
no.
Sweet
Wow.
potatoes, no. You can't have rice, no. Beans have a lot of carbs in them. You're like bacon and cheese all day long.
Like high dairy.
Yeah,
Wait, bacon and cheese?
that's okay on keto.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
And like the dairy, people don't know dairy produces lots of mucus. So you are doing your body a disservice by putting that in your, like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow.
You
Hey,
definitely
you know, maybe it's a doorway to something better. Like Weight Watchers was the doorway diet for me, and then I was just like, you know, I kept seeing information pop up about like Dr. Sebi and Alkaline Vegan, so I decided to like let me look into this a little bit more, and I was like, oh, let me try this, and you know, I liked it. I liked the way I felt after I tried it. So it was just no turning back after that. So maybe these diets are the first step for some people. I guess.
Absolutely.
yeah. And I totally agree because I did. Have you ever heard of the quick weight loss? Like they have the quick weight loss programs. I don't know if y'all have it in y'all state.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we have it. And my mom had tried it, and so I tried it too, and I lost like 30 pounds. But I'm telling y'all, like you have to. The diet is so strict to where you have to get a cup of water, half a cup of water, and put salt in it and drink that to keep your potassium level high. Because I would want to feel like I was gonna faint. It was, yeah, it was horrible.
Oh,
David would go get a cup and he would see me getting woozy. I was like 280 at the time, and he'd go get a cup of some water and some salt, mix it together and give it to me. Yeah. Like the diet is strict. It's pills you have to take throughout the day. Like you
Oh,
take
so it was pills. It was pills.
pill supplements that you take, and then it's a certain diet that you have to eat. And it was expensive too. It was like really expensive. And I was poor, but I was
Wow.
desperate. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's all
I
part of
mean,
your story. So.
yeah, whatever it takes to kickstart it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to try it. And like you learn as you go. Like you try certain things and then you pick up better habits and you put down the bad habits, and then like some people learn that way but some people don't.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, I just tell people just try, you know, just you can't. And it's like crazy because people would inbox me all day long, what did you do, and I would tell them, okay, do this, and but they won't do it.
They
So
come
like
back 3 months later and ask you the same question, and
the same question.
same answer I gave you last time.
So I just learned that, you know, it's not so much what to do. It's just like if you get pushed to that point where you just try it. You just try anything, and like if you gotta want it bad enough to where you just jump and do it. Like you could talk to you blue in the face. You could tell people step by step.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's that individual's responsibility to say, look, this is my life. I'm going to take control of my life. I'm going to do what I got to do. You know, I'm going to try this. Maybe that won't work. All right, I'm going to try this. That's all it falls down to. You could tell the person everything, but they got to want it for themselves. And like, that's a mental thing. That's more than anything. People think, okay, it's a diet, whatever. Yes, it's the diet. The diet is very important. But the most important thing is mental. You have to mentally convince yourself that you are worth it, that you can do it, that, you know, this is your life, that you want it bad enough. And that you can't sell that. Like that in itself.
Yeah.
Like that's the main thing. And people need to truly understand that. And some really don't. They don't get it. Everybody wants the quick.
Somebody like what to do to lose weight or what you did, and then they like, oh, that's a lot. Oh, I can't do that. Oh,
Right. Yes.
All the time. It's crazy.
They're expecting you to give them a pill or something, that magic pill.
Yeah, that's what they want. That's really what they want. So I just tell them, look, you know, you just gotta really take some time for yourself and figure out why you want it. Most importantly, why you want it. And you need to get your mind right, and then everything else will fall into place. I don't even, it is what it is.
No, I agree. It's completely mental. It's more mental than physical
Yeah.
because I remember going on this journey, and it's been about 6 or 7 years now. And I remember crying all the time. Like I'd be in the gym crying, and I'm like, why am I bawling my eyes out? And it's because I felt like I was in therapy, like I was cleaning on the inside. And I think sometimes when you lose weight, you have to figure out, why did you gain the weight in the first place? Like, what got me here to this place where I'm 302 pounds, 27 years old, 2 kids, can't get up the stairs to play with them. Their dad is coming home on his lunch break to take care of them because I can't get up to do the things that I need to do. Like, how did I get here? I wasn't always a big child. Like, what happened? So I think the mental part is more emotional than anything. It's more about,
Yeah.
you say, getting your mind right and figuring out how not only how did I get in this place, but what do I want to do differently to never get here again? Because a lot of people don't understand. Anybody can lose weight. It's the keeping it off that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part of this journey, is not going back and forth like this. And of course, you can gain 5, 10, maybe 15 here and there, but it's like, how do I maintain this healthy lifestyle for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
So finding out what my triggers were, finding out that I was a lot more sensitive than I thought I was, finding out that I was a lot more emotional than I thought I was, finding out that words, sticks and stones do break your bones, and words do hurt. Like, just understanding and uncovering like how I got to be where I was. And so when I started doing some, like you say, that self-evaluation and self-assessment, I realized I was there. It wasn't anybody's fault. It wasn't traumatic life experiences. It was simply because I let everything get the best of me.
Yeah.
If I didn't like something somebody said, I ate. If I didn't like how I looked in the mirror, I ate, not knowing that I was doing more damage than good, So I totally agree with you. Say it's mental. It's completely mental. It's that part of the journey. I think I'm more proud of myself for that than losing 125 pounds. I think I'm more proud of the fact that I overcame so many mental breakdowns. I overcame depression and anxiety, and I overcame wanting, like, suicidal thoughts and all that stuff. And life is far from perfect, but now I have the tools to be able to deal with life. Like, I know back then I thought that the world was over because of every problem that I had. Now I feel like, okay, this is just a bump in the road. I can get through this. And just to kind of share with anybody that happens to watch this, I remember last year experiencing like something really traumatic happening in my life. And I remember the text messages, like Keisha would send me text of pictures of scriptures or inspirational words or quotes. And Liz, I would be at work and Liz would call me and be like, and if I didn't respond to the message right away, Liz would call me and be like, what's going on? How's my friend? What, you want to talk? What we need to talk about? And I'm like, okay. And I would pour it all out. And before I know it, Liz would be preaching to me. And like, I would be in my office bawling my eyes out with a full sermon. But what people don't realize is you need people like that in your corner. You need people on like when you're at your lowest and you don't know how you're going to get through and you don't know where you're going to go. And I'm going to tell you something. I had people that live in the city where I live, people that I grew up with were besties and BFFs for life and all this kind of stuff. Never not once reached out to me. And never not once sent me a text message saying it's going to be okay. Never not once picked up the phone to pray with me over the phone. But people that I had just met that same year of my transformation and sharing my story, those same 2 women that I had just met that same year reached out to me as if we had been friends my entire life and let me know that this isn't the end of the world. You'll be okay. The messages that I got from y'all, if I didn't respond, the constant text messages, are you okay? What do you want to talk about? Like, Liz was never general. Liz was never like, are you okay? Are you fine? It was like, what are you, Liz needs to be a therapist. What are you feeling at this very moment? What's happening in your mind right now?
Yeah, I could feel it coming through the text message. I was like, something ain't right. And we ain't about to say, yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Liz went Baptist church on me. She was like, you get whatever is in you right now, and we gonna cast it and call it out. And I was like, y'all don't understand how much you need that in your life. I've never had that. I've always was that person. I've never had. It's shocking because I'm like, there are people that do this because I'm the doer. I'm the prayer. I'm the caller. I'm the texter. I'm the, are you okay? How are you doing? So to have people that I had just met not even a year ago reach out to me like that, priceless. Like, y'all don't know. I think some of those messages and phone calls, they probably saved my life.
Baby, we are so proud of you and everything that you have overcome.
So proud of you. Like, you don't even know.
You're a beast, dude. You're
I look at you like, and you could see your strength, like you so strong. And sometimes I see like you being so strong. I just want you to know that it's okay to be soft, because I was the same way. Like I was the same.
Girl, that's where I got my gangster. I had to get gangster because all these people bullying me for being fat. I'm like, I am not soft at all.
But you know what? It's okay to be soft because we're naturally soft. We want to be loving. We want to be, it's okay to be that way. And we don't have to be hard. We don't have to have this shield up all the time, because we're going to be all right. Just,
You know what it is though? It's hard to find a balance when you've gone your whole life being like this all the time. You don't know how to find a balance. And then when you find women and people in your life that God brings to you and you can be soft with them, they help you bring that balance back to your life. They help you remember that you are a woman, and being a woman, there's so many different like pieces to that. There's that strength, but it's kind of like in parenting. Have you ever had to be the good police and the bad police? Like you're the good parent and the bad parent. So sometimes you find a hard time finding balance if the partner is not doing one or the other jobs. So it's the same thing as being a woman. Like we always walk around like we got to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders because we don't have anybody that we can just let it out to. Yeah, it's a survival mechanism, and you don't know how to do it feeling judge free. And when you have friends and women in your life that don't judge you and don't make you feel like you're less than because of what you're going through, you feel like you can do anything. Like that's what that means when it says that we stand on our sister's shoulders. Like you feel like you can do anything when you have people that are empowering you and calling you beautiful, telling you that you are better than what you're going through, and lifting you up. Like I think that you guys make people want to redefine what the word friendship is, because everybody just throws that word around and they make you feel like because you've known them forever, that's a friend. That's not friends. Friends don't see you in the lowest place and don't pick you up.
Yeah. That's true.
It's been life-changing from having you guys around, so thank you.
Oh, thank you for letting us in. I know it was hard. Look, I know. I still try not to let anybody in. And I think when you talk about mindset, I think that's a huge, huge thing that people don't think about. Like, that is a game changer. And if you don't have support and you don't have your mindset right, it's a wrap. Like, you might as well throw in the towel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all done gave me chills, gave me tears. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. They done closed the ABC stores. We just locked up in the house. I had to go for a walk.
How did it work out with everything closed?
Let me tell you something. I pulled the bench. I have a little bench thing that I had up in my room. I pulled that downstairs, and I have 2 pairs of dumbbells. We're getting it in some way or another.
Yeah.
I haven't been working out as often as I used to, but I do my jump ropes and stuff, and I'll go for walks or whatever, especially with the gyms being closed, because I canceled my membership like 6 months ago with my boxing gym, but thankfully they still allow me to go when I want to. Thank God, because I absolutely love that gym. Like that gym gives me life. But like while we on lockdown right now, I'll just get my jump ropes in. I'll do like some light yoga stretches and some light weights, and that's it, really.
Yeah. And the nutrition is the key part anyway. So people are freaking out, but it's better for us to be at home and safe than like freaking about all the other stuff.
I use a Nike app. I use a Nike Training Club app, and Carter's dad and I, we work out downstairs outside. Like we put the kids to bed, and I lift up the garage and we move the cars, and we go for an hour and a half. We've done that. I think this is like day 16 maybe. So we've been doing that 16 days straight since we've first got on lockdown here in Houston. So, and I think for the reason I have to keep it consistent is because it's really good for my mental. Like when you're with the I space out. So the mental portion for me, that's the exercise is so mental for me now. So it's helping a lot. It's helping. It also helps me with my energy too. Because a lot of people always say, oh, exercise just makes me so tired. But when you get used to it after a while, it helps you with your energy. So it helped me with my stamina, you know, chasing the kids around and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we shut down the house and we head outside and we go for it. So it's been really beneficial. And I went right before the lockdown happened. I knew it was about to happen. I ran the Five Below as fast as I could, and I got like tons of stuff, all like ropes and bands and everything from Five Below. So I'm set over here.
It's
Nice.
good. You got that at home gym.
Mhm.
I love
Right.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you ladies so much. We're gonna have to do this on like a regular basis because this is fun. But I will post all of y'all's stuff at the bottom, either on the podcast, or if you're watching it on YouTube, it'll be under the video. And so you guys are amazing, and I'm so excited to share this with everybody so that they can be touched by such amazing people. So thank you for your time, and I love you guys, and we'll talk soon.
Oh, love you guys too. Stay safe, stay well, be well.
You too. Mwah.
I'll see y'all in Text land soon.
Hello.
Yeah.